So you guys mentioned fuzz pedals there, and that is a great segue into gear. Are you guys super into your gear? What is the importance of having great gear or gear you have a great tie to putting together a great record or great live performance?
Not all at once.
I think it's more important to have gear you have a strong connection to over than what everyone else says about it online. I mean, yeah, good gear is good gear, but I'd rather play a set of drums that has a better vibe to it than just like a nice, whatever set of... Not that I didn't play nice drums. I did play very nice vintage drums in Ian's studio. But, I've played crappy beat-up snare drums before. The snare drum I used the most in the studio... it was vintage, but it had the most beat up, like warped, held together with tape drum head on it that we went for the most deadest sort of like 70s funk sound possible. And, that was what we liked the most. It had the best, vibe to me. And I also used like a homemade snare drum made by my friend Rob Bradford for the other half of the session. I used it a lot. But like... that because I had a good connection to it. But, I think it's more your connection to the gear rather than, the price tag or whatever. I think Sean can relate to that a bit too.
Totally. I mean, Ian's studio was like, we were kids in a candy shop, honestly, when it came to gear. Like, we were just pulling out pedals left and right. Oh, where can we use this? Oh, like, what happens if we put this into that? Can we use these together? And that was really exciting. Just because we're definitely gearheads. So that, I mean, I said, how much time do you have? Because we could honestly spend an entire podcast talking about gear. But definitely from what Juby said, like gear that you are, have a particular connection with. Not least of all when we spent 2.5 weeks on the East Coast playing the same guitars, same amps, same everything for every gig. Things start to get beat up. You start to, it has a very specific feel, especially when you're in a city, 13 hours away from home. It's one of those things that's just comfortable and it feels like home. And that was something that's really important, I think, over, like Juby said, over price tag. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I think musicians have a unique propensity for spending ludicrous amounts of money that they don't have on things that nobody will ever notice.
We're good at that.
Yeah, but I think it's exciting. I find it fun. So
say it's $5,000 worth of gear and a $500 car for $50.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
someday it'll all be worth it.
Yeah.